Welcome back to True North Market Pulse, where we bring you smart strategies, weekly market insights, and AI-powered stock picks to help you grow your wealth, one step at a time. If you're new here, this channel is built around the True North Wealth Strategy book series, a practical guide for turning $500 into your first real investing wins. We're all about making finance understandable, actionable, and exciting. Let's jump right into it. A lot of beginners jump into stocks without fully understanding how they actually make you money. The truth is, there are two main ways you build wealth in the stock market. First, capital gains, when the stock price goes up and you sell for a profit. And second, dividends, which are regular payments from companies that share a portion of their earnings with shareholders. Both can work together to grow your portfolio over time. But not all stocks are created equal. Some are slow and steady, like classic blue-chip companies. Others are high-growth plays that can explode in value but carry more risk. The key is identifying solid businesses with strong fundamentals, good leadership, and a product or service that's part of a growing trend. Now let's dive into one of the most useful skills any investor can develop: how to read a stock chart, and more importantly, how to spot a good entry point before you buy. When most people look at a stock, they just see the price. But the real story is in the chart. A stock chart is simply a visual representation of a company's price over time. You can use different time frames, like 1 day, 1 week, or 1 year, to see how that stock has moved. The most common views are line charts and candlestick charts. Line charts just show the closing price over time, simple but limited. Candlestick charts show much more. Each candle tells you the opening price, closing price, and how high and low it went during that time. That gives you insight into volatility and trading activity. Next, let's talk about two key levels on any chart. Support is the price a stock tends to bounce up from. Resistance is the price a stock struggles to break above. These levels matter because smart investors wait for breakouts. That moment when a stock finally pushes through resistance with strong volume. That's often a sign that momentum is picking up. Volume, by the way, is simply how many shares are being traded. High volume is high interest. If you see a stock breaking out on heavy volume, that's often a good signal. Another common entry point is the pullback, when a stock dips slightly after rising, then bounces off a support line or a moving average. Buying the dip is popular, but it only works if the overall trend is still upward. Otherwise, you might catch a falling knife. And here's a key lesson: don't chase. If a stock just shot up 20% in a day, that's exciting, but it's not always a good entry. Be patient. The best traders wait for the setup, then act with confidence. As a beginner, just start by learning how to spot trends, draw support and resistance lines, and watch how price reacts at key levels. Over time, it becomes second nature, and it can make the difference between buying at a great time or getting caught at the top. So, what happened in the markets this week? First off, Nvidia did it again. The company broke through another all-time high after unveiling its new Blackwell AI chip platform. This could reshape data center demand and further cement Nvidia's leadership in the AI race. At the same time, the Federal Reserve held interest rates steady, but surprised investors by signaling only one potential rate cut for the rest of the year, fewer than Wall Street had been hoping for. That caused some turbulence midweek. And finally, consumer sentiment slipped just a little. Mostly because prices at the pump and grocery store haven't come down as fast as people expected. Elsewhere, oil prices crept up, crypto held relatively flat, and investors are bracing for earnings season to kick off again next week. Now let's get into our top 3 AI-powered stock picks of the week. The ones showing strong signals based on a combination of data, sentiment, and fundamentals. SoundHound AI. Why we picked it. SoundHound is specializing in AI voice interfaces, like conversational AI for vehicles, restaurants, and smart devices. With ChatGPT and voice AI becoming mainstream, companies like Sound are positioned to grow quickly. They just inked partnerships with major auto manufacturers, and their revenue guidance for this year is sharply up. What to watch? It's volatile, but retail and institutional interest is rising. Chart shows a support level around $4.20 and potential breakout above $5.25. Symbotic. Why we picked it. Symbotic is quietly powering warehouse automation for giants like Walmart. Their robotics and AI software optimize inventory movement, a massive behind-the-scenes industry. As logistics become more expensive, Symbotic's tech saves time and money at scale. What to watch? The stock has been in a steady uptrend. It's holding above its 50-day moving average and has strong fundamentals, making it a long-term AI infrastructure play. C3.ai. Why we picked it. C3.ai has been one of the most talked about names in enterprise AI. They offer customizable AI platforms for defense, energy, and manufacturing clients. While earnings have been mixed, they continue to land big contracts and are evolving toward a subscription model. What to watch? The stock recently bounced off the $20 level and has strong interest ahead of their next earnings. Momentum indicators show accumulation and possible breakout toward $30. And that wraps up this week's episode of True North Market Pulse, your weekly guide to building real wealth with smart investing. We broke down stock chart reading, entry points, and gave you 3 powerful AI stock picks to watch closely. Remember, the more you understand the market, the more confident and profitable you can become. If you're enjoying these episodes, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one. And don't forget, our first book, True North Wealth Strategy, from $500 to $5,000 is now available. It's packed with tools and lessons to help new investors take real steps toward financial independence. Leave a comment below with your top stock of the week, or any questions you want answered in the next episode. We read everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Stay focused. Build slow. Move true north.